Turkey, 2023. A massive earthquake claimed over 53,000 lives. Amid the devastation, some felt a higher presence, proof that God can reach us even when hope is gone.
Sirens wail amidst choking smoke. The city street is a scene of devastation, buildings reduced to skeletal remains. Panic-stricken people flee, their faces etched with terror as they navigate the rubble-strewn streets. Aisha's eyes are wide with fear, reflecting the city's nightmare. Her voice cracks, a desperate cry piercing the chaotic din. "Where are you?" Aisha's frantic surge intensifies, her hope diminishing with each passing moment. The oppressive smoke seems to mock her, swallowing her cries and deepening her despair. Aisha navigates the skeletal remains of an apartment, each step echoing in the silent devastation. Sunlight pierces through the ruined walls, casting long shadows across the debris-strewn corridors. Dust motes dance in the weak light, illuminating the scale of destruction that surrounds her. Overturned furniture and shattered lives lie scattered, a stark testament to the violence. Clutching a tattered photograph, Aisha's hand trembles as she calls out into the void. "Malik! Malik! Answer me!" Her voice cracks with a desperate plea, lost in the echoing ruins. Amidst a field of gray rubble, Aisha frantically claws, her face etched with desperation. Her hands, raw and bleeding, dig relentlessly, driven by a mother's fierce hope. The distant echo of explosions serves as a haunting reminder of the chaos. Each stone turned, each handful of dust tossed, is a prayer for a sign, any sign. Aisha's unwavering resolve shines through the grim landscape, a beacon of maternal strength. In a world of rubble, dust motes dance, revealing the faint light struggling to penetrate the cracks. Aisha coughs, her breath ragged, fighting against the crushing weight of the collapsed structure. Each movement sends a fresh wave of dust cascading down, a gritty reminder of her peril. The weight is immense, a silent oppressor holding her captive in the ruins. Aisha strains, her face etched with determination amidst the suffocating dust and debris. Dust hangs heavy as Aisha closes her eyes, her face a canvas of worry. Her voice trembles, a whispered prayer rising through the debris-filled air. Tears carve paths through the grime. Each drop a desperate plea for her son. Sunlight filters weakly, illuminating her fear as she seeks a miracle. Darkness yields to a piercing beam of light, hope shining through the oppressive gloom. A hand descends, a lifeline offered in the midst of chaos and despair. Aisha is pulled from the suffocating rubble, rising towards the light. Gasping, Aisha's eyes widen in disbelief. Reborn from the ruins, Aisha claws her way out of the rubble, her clothes torn, her face streaked with dust and desperation. She clutches her son, his small body limp in her arms, a fragile beacon of life amidst the devastation. Rescuers stand frozen, their faces a mixture of shock and disbelief at the sight of the survivors. A silent testament to the resilience of the human spirit echoes across the desolate landscape. In the makeshift hospital, Aisha watches over her sleeping son, her face etched with worry. Doctors and nurses rush around them, a whirlwind of motion against the backdrop of silent suffering. The air crackles with tension as lives hang in the balance, hope flickering amidst despair. Aisha clutches a worn photograph, her fingers tracing the faces of her family. The photo shows happier times, a stark contrast to the chaos surrounding her now. Her silent vigil is a testament to a mother's unwavering love in the face of overwhelming adversity. Inside the makeshift hospital, a doctor approaches Aisha, his expression a mix of astonishment and concern. He shakes his head slowly, grappling with the improbable reality before him. "It is a miracle you survived," the doctor says, his voice tinged with awe. "The area where you were found was considered unsurvivable," he adds, emphasizing the sheer impossibility of her survival. Murad, a construction worker hardened by life, stands amidst the city's ruins, his face etched with weariness and disbelief. His calloused hands clench as he surveys the devastation, a silent testament to the disaster that stole everything from him. His eyes, once full of life, are now pools reflecting cynicism and despair. Mirroring a man who has lost all hope, he's a vessel of anger, a poignant figure embodying the cruelty of fate in the desolate city street. Inside the dimly lit shelter, Murat sits alone, his eyes unfocused, lost in the shadows of grief and solitude. He clutches a worn photograph, a tangible link to his wife and children. The photograph captures smiles frozen in time, a stark contrast to the pain etched on Murat's face. Each flicker of light seems to deepen the lines of sorrow etched around his eyes. Amidst the chaos of the construction site, Murat tirelessly clears debris, his face etched with determination. Each piece of rubble moved is fueled by a desperate hope. He calls out, his voice strained against the backdrop of destruction. The sun beats down as he searches for any sign of life. A flicker of movement catches his eye, renewing his resolve. Murat is trapped. Dust motes swirling in the faint light of a collapsed building, a desperate scene of survival. The air hangs thick with dust as Murat struggles against the weight of the debris, his face strained with effort. A sudden shift, a groan of tortured metal, warns of impending danger. A large piece of debris crashes down, pinning Murat, his scream echoing in the confined space. Ah! Darkness threatens to consume him as dust settles, the weight crushing, the hope fading. Beneath tons of debris, Murat strains against the crushing weight, his face contorted in a futile struggle. Defeated, eyes squeezed shut, a grim acceptance settles over him as the weight becomes unbearable. Behind his eyelids, a vision flickers his family, a bittersweet memory in the face of oblivion. A final, whispered farewell escapes his lips. Goodbye. Dust and rubble fill the air as the collapsed building groans, a tomb of broken concrete and twisted metal under the harsh daylight. A sudden shift of debris. A small opening appears, a beacon of hope amidst the destruction, faint light slicing through. Murat stirs. His eyes flutter open, and he sees the light. With desperate strength, he claws his way towards the opening, each movement a gamble against further collapse. He emerges, crawling from the wreckage. He is free. Murat lies gasping in the sunlight, miraculously unharmed. The ravaged building looms behind him, a silent testament. Murat claws his way out of the collapsed building, a figure rising from dust and ruin. His face is masked with grime and streaked with blood, a testament to survival. He stares at the sky, a vast, indifferent expanse above the devastation. Disbelief etches itself onto his features as the weight of the catastrophe settles in. A surge of long-dormant emotion floods through him, a spark ignited in the ashes. Murat navigates the chaotic hospital, the heavy air filled with antiseptic and unspoken pain. Aisha sits on a cot, her son sleeping soundly beside her, a fragile piece in the storm. Murat pulls up a chair, his eyes softening as he looks at Aisha and her child. His voice drops, filled with awe and disbelief. I saw something I can't explain. Murat's gaze intensifies, a newfound conviction in his voice. I think I believe in miracles now. Weak sunlight pierces the makeshift hospital, illuminating dust motes and casting shadows on faces etched with worry. Aisha's gaze softens, her eyes reflecting deep empathy as she looks toward Murat. Her voice, gentle yet firm, cuts through the silence, offering solace amid despair. Faith and hope are the only things that can sustain us in such difficult times, Aisha says. Dawn breaks over the destroyed city, a pale sun casting long shadows across the debris-strewn streets. Golden light paints the rubble, a stark contrast to the devastation. From makeshift shelters, figures emerge, their movements slow and deliberate in the awakening city. Faces etched with sadness, yet flicker with a fragile hope as they survey the landscape. A new day begins amidst the ruins, a silent testament to resilience and the enduring spirit of humanity. Dawn breaks over the city, painting the sky with vibrant hues as Aisha and her son stand silhouetted against the light. Hand in hand, they face the rising sun, their small figures radiating strength against the vast urban landscape. Aisha's face is a study in determination, etched with the promise of a new beginning despite the challenges ahead. The son's eyes mirror his mother's resolve, reflecting an unwavering faith in the future they are about to build. Together, they stand as beacons of hope, their shared gaze fixed on the horizon, ready to embrace the day's journey. Dawn breaks over the city as Murat approaches Aisha and her son, their figures outlined against the soft morning light. They stand together, a silent tableau of resilience etched in their faces, bearing witness to trials overcome. Aisha's protective stance towards her son reveals a quiet strength, nurtured by their shared ordeal. Murad's steady gaze reflects the nascent faith binding them, offering solace and hope in the awakening city. Dawn breaks over the city street, casting long shadows on the weathered brick. The camera rises slowly, revealing a vibrant graffiti inscription shining against the urban decay. The graffiti stands out against the warm wall, colors bursting with defiant energy. A single line of text captures the eye, a whispered promise amidst the decay. God is closer than you think, the narrator says, the words echoing in the silent warning. Amidst the ruins of the destroyed mosque, the imam's sorrowful gaze sweeps over the devastation, his face a mask of grief. With quiet resolve, he begins to sweep the floor, each movement a defiant act against the despair that threatens to engulf him. Dust motes dance in the sunlight, filtering through the shattered dome, illuminating his solitary struggle. The imam's sweeping echoes in the silence, a promise of renewal amidst the wreckage. Under the harsh midday sun, mournful faces gather in a makeshift graveyard, shadows stretching long across the freshly turned earth. The air is thick with the scent of soil and unspoken sorrows, a heavy blanket of grief settling over the gathering. Families stand shoulder to shoulder, finding fragile solace in shared mourning and quiet support. Children clutch worn toys, their wide eyes reflecting a dawning, heartbreaking understanding of loss and absence. Despite the profound sadness, a palpable sense of unity binds them, a testament to community strength in tragedy's wake. In the dim orphanage, shadows flicker around huddled children, their faces lit by a lone candle's fragile glow. A volunteer sits among them, a beacon of warmth against the encroaching darkness. The children's eyes reflect the candlelight, hope flickering in their depths. The volunteer's voice, soft and comforting, fills the quiet room. And so, even in the darkest of nights, the volunteer begins, their words a soothing balm. The smallest spark of hope can ignite the brightest of futures. The volunteer finishes, hope resonating in the air. Volunteers navigate the crowded city square, their faces determined as they distribute food and water to the weary survivors. A blend of desperate cries and grateful murmurs fills the air, a stark reminder of the city's devastation. Amid the chaos, A child shares meager rations. A stranger offers comfort. Small acts of kindness flicker. Compassion emerges as a fragile flame, a beacon of hope amidst the ravaged city square. The operating room hums with the rhythmic beeping of monitors, a stark symphony of life and death under the intense surgical lights. Doctors in blue scrubs move with focused intensity, their faces etched with determination as they work around the operating table. Long shadows stretch across the anxious faces, reflecting the gravity of the moment and the delicate balance of life. The smell of antiseptic hangs heavy in the air, a sterile scent mingling with the palpable sense of urgency. Each breath held, each movement precise, as the team battles against time in the heart of the brightly lit operating theater. Amidst the rubble, rescue workers with grim faces search, their movements slow, each action a testament to fading hope. The air is thick with the smell of concrete, a grim reminder of what once was. Muffled digging sounds break the silence, punctuated by desperate shouts echoing through the wreckage. Exhaustion lines every face, yet the search continues, fueled by a relentless drive to find life. Inside a makeshift school, children gather at desks built from salvaged scraps, their faces turned towards the light. Sunlight pierces through the gaps in the walls, illuminating dust motes that dance in the air like tiny stars. A palpable thirst for knowledge shines in their bright, hopeful eyes. Each child's gaze is fixed on the teacher, eager to rebuild their lives through education. The air is filled with a sense of resilience and determination. In this humble space, the children find solace and purpose, their spirits unyielding. City streets blaze with bonfires, casting a flickering, warm light on huddled figures seeking refuge from the night. Faces glow, lit by the fire's dance, as shared stories weave through the air, binding strangers together. The bonfires crackle, a symphony of warmth and light against the cold, dark backdrop of the city. A sense of community blossoms in the darkness, nurtured by the flames and the tales whispered in the night. Each spark rises, carrying hopes and dreams into the night sky, a beacon of unity amidst urban isolation. Sunlight paints the church in vibrant hues as the priest stands at the altar, his voice resonating with sorrow and strength. "Let us offer our prayers for the victims," he intones, his words echoing through the hallowed space. The stained glass casts colorful patterns on the pews, a silent testament to faith amidst the darkness. "Let us urge the survivors to remain strong," the priest continues, his gaze sweeping over the congregation. Sunlight filters through new leaves as the city park awakens, alive with the promise of spring and the scent of fresh earth. Amidst laughter and shared purpose, people plant young trees, their shovels rhythmically digging into the welcoming soil. Each sapling represents a shared dream, a collective wish for a future as vibrant and enduring as the trees themselves. The park transforms, a testament to community and hope, each tree a symbol of growth and unity. Sunbeams cut through the skeletal remains of their home, illuminating a scene of utter devastation. Dust motes swirl in the golden light, each a tiny ghost of what was once a vibrant life. The family moves with a haunting grace amidst the rubble, their faces masks of sorrow and grit. Each step is measured, each movement a deliberate act of remembrance in this graveyard of dreams. They sift through the debris, their fingers tracing the outlines of shattered memories. A somber ballet unfolds as they search for remnants of a life now lost to the ravages of destruction. Amid war-torn ruins, a city street transforms as artists arrive with brushes and paint. Damaged walls become vibrant canvases, each stroke a defiant act of hope and unity. Colorful murals bloom, depicting scenes of resilience against a backdrop of destruction. The city breathes again, its scars now symbols of rebirth and the enduring human spirit. Under flickering lights, A makeshift community center buzzes with quiet activity, a sanctuary amidst the night. Weary faces fill the folding chairs, each one etched with a recent hardship, yet bearing a spark of resilience. Maps and sketches adorn the walls, blueprints of dreams pinned against the backdrop of adversity. The air hangs heavy with dust, a silent testament to the trials endured. Worn clothes cloak determined hearts, a united front against the shadows of yesterday. In their eyes, a fervent hope flickers, promising a dawn where scars tell tales of triumph. Amidst the city streets' ruins, construction workers in hard hats initiate the arduous task of clearing debris. Heavy machinery roars to life, stirring up dust motes that dance in sunbeams. Skeletal remains of buildings are dismantled, making way for new foundations. The city's skyline transforms, a tangible start to the rebuilding process. A phoenix rises from the ashes, symbolizing hope and renewal. Sunlight floods the library, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air as boxes overflow with books of every size and color. People of all ages, their faces etched with hope, carry in stacks of books. A collective effort unfolds as they place the books on the tables, rebuilding a sanctuary of knowledge and imagination, brick by brick, book by book. Amidst the city ruins, children's laughter pierces the silence, their playful shouts echoing against crumbling walls. Sunlight bathes the scene as life gently reclaims the war-torn streets, a hopeful sign in the desolate landscape. A worn ball bounces between the children, their faces lit with joy, a stark contrast to the surrounding devastation. Each small act of play is a victory, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Sunlight floods the new coffee shop, warming the interior and highlighting the aroma of fresh coffee. Patrons gather, lost in conversation or focused on laptops, amidst the cafe's bustling energy. Behind the counter, a young barista smiles, their hands moving with practiced grace as they craft a latte. Local art adorns the walls, celebrating the community's creative spirit and adding a touch of warmth. A sense of camaraderie fills the air, supporting the local business and fostering connections. Silhouettes stand along the bridge, their faces illuminated by the gentle light of paper lanterns. One by one, the lanterns are released, each carrying unspoken dreams into the vast night. Lanterns ascend, bearing memories and hopes for a radiant future. The collective glow forms a river of light, a radiant testament against the dark sky. A sky filled with floating lights, each a silent wish spiraling upwards. The bridge is lined with figures, their faces upturned, watching the lanterns fade into the night. Sunlight paints the quiet hospital room as Aisha sits beside her son, dust motes dancing in golden beams. A worn storybook rests in Aisha's hands, her voice a soothing melody filling the sterile air. Her son, eyes closed, listens intently, a faint smile gracing his lips as he imagines brave knights. And so, the brave knight, with his trusty sword, ventured into the dark forest. Aisha reads, her voice full of warmth. Sunlight glints on Murat's brow as he hammers a nail, each strike echoing in the bustling city street. He drives the nail into the fresh plank, the wood solidifying his resolve with every hit. A community of volunteers works beside him, their movements a dance of reconstruction and hope. Each swing of the hammer is a step forward, a rebuilding of more than just bricks and wood. The collective labor fills Murat with a sense of purpose, a light rekindled in his eyes. The street transforms, rising from the ruins as Murat finds new strength in shared effort. The Imam stands at the mihrab, his voice resonating with hope and resolve throughout the rebuilt mosque. Sunlight pierces through stained glass windows, casting colorful patterns on the worshippers' faces and intricate designs. The scent of incense fills the air, a fragrant offering rising amidst the soft murmur of heartfelt prayers. A testament to resilience, the community gathers, their unwavering faith a beacon of light. Each prayer, each breath, echoes the strength and unity forged in the face of adversity, a powerful renewal. Sunlight floods the city square, a vibrant stage set for celebration. Banners flutter, their colors dancing in the breeze, symbols of unity and pride. A tapestry of faces fills the space, each one reflecting the city's enduring spirit. Laughter echoes, mingling with lively chatter, a symphony of resilience. The air buzzes with anticipation, celebrating the anniversary and the community's strength. Sunlight floods the art gallery, illuminating a vibrant collection born from sorrow and resilience. Artists mingle with visitors, their voices weaving through the displays of artwork. Each piece echoes the disaster, a testament to survival and the human spirit. A palpable sense of hope fills the air, a community united in healing and rebuilding. The gallery stands as a beacon of determination, a promise of a brighter future forged from shared pain. Sunlight dapples the lush green lawn of the city park, where families have gathered with overflowing picnic baskets. Children's laughter rings out as they gleefully chase pigeons, their joyful cries filling the air. A peaceful, idyllic scene unfolds under the canopy of trees, a perfect summer day in the heart of the city. The air is filled with the sounds of life and leisure, a vibrant tableau of community and simple pleasures. The Grand Theater pulsates with vibrant energy, a haven of elegance and anticipation. Luxurious velvet seats cradle expectant patrons, their faces radiant in the soft glow. Finest attire adorns the crowd, turning the theater into a shimmering spectacle of beauty. The stage awaits, a promise of escape from the world's troubles. Laughter and whispers blend, filling the air with a symphony of delight. A temporary sanctuary of normalcy, where art triumphs over life's turmoil. Sunlight bathes the city street, illuminating faces etched with resilience and quiet determination. Footsteps echo on the pavement as people move with newfound purpose, each a testament to survival. Amidst the urban landscape, signs of renewal emerge, a silent promise of a brighter future. The city breathes again, its spirit unbroken, as communities rebuild their lives, brick by brick. Hope flickers in their eyes, a beacon of strength guiding them forward, one determined step at a time. In the soft glow of the bedside lamp, Aisha gently tucks her son into bed, her movements filled with tender care. Her heart swells, overflowing with gratitude for his safety, a silent prayer of thanks forming on her lips. Relief washes over her face, lines of worry fading into a serene expression of peace. She smooths the blanket, her touch lingering as if ensuring he is truly safe and sound. Her eyes, filled with love and devotion, reflect the miracle that has spared them both. God is closer than you think, she whispers, her voice a gentle promise of unwavering faith and protection. Dawn breaks over the city, painting the sky with hues of hope and renewal. Amidst the rising sun, buildings stand tall, symbols of a city reborn. The camera reveals signs of rebuilding, a testament to human perseverance. Each brick laid, each window replaced, echoes with the city's enduring faith. A panoramic view showcases the city's unbreakable spirit shining brighter than ever.